Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Batman Retro Action Series 1, The Joker, from Figures Toy Company. Fans of the classic MEGO style of action figures are probably going to love this. Figures Toy Company has completely recreated the original figures from MEGO's 1960s Batman line of World's Greatest Heroes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Joker. Now, as you can see, the 8-inch figure comes in packaging that is very reminiscent of the original MEGO boxes. However, instead of being a blister card, Figures Toy Company has put these in clamshell packaging. The cardboard insert there behind the figure is very similar to the style of the old MEGO blister cards, featuring colorful graphics and little bursts showing the figure's heads over on the left-hand side, although I will note that they're not the exact same bits of artwork from the MEGO line. Instead, they use the artwork that we're starting to see for a lot of the 1960s Batman product that's out there now, but I will say that it works just fine for this. And then the back of that packaging shows off some more artwork of the various Batman characters being made in this retro action style. Now, the fun thing about the fact that this is in clamshell packaging is that it's very easy to remove the figure and probably put him back in there if you wish to display him that way. You'll notice that there's a little zip tie at the top with the Figures Toy Company logo, so you will have to cut that off. Afterwards, you can just remove the back of the clamshell and pull out the cardboard insert. The cardboard insert is what has the figure strapped into it. Now, he is twisty tied into a little blister that is attached to that cardboard piece. If you want to remove him without damaging that card, you'll actually need to cut those twisty ties. But once you do that, it's pretty easy just to kind of lay him back on there and put him back in the clamshell if you want to, and hey, you can always put your own twisty ties on there if you want to lock him back in place. Alright, so now that we've got the packaging out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the Joker outside of it. The figure is done in the 8-inch scale and, like I said before, is a perfect recreation of the vintage Joker figure. So if you were a collector back in those days, or you had it as a kid, this is a great chance to pick this guy back up and add him to your collection. You'll see he's wearing a full color outfit there, and it's all made of cloth, of course. He's sort of got like this full jumpsuit on, and all of the details of his suit are just printed on there. So he's got the bright orange cummerbund, the striped purple pants, and all of that are just printed on this one solid unitard. I've always thought that the MEGO outfits looked sort of like pajamas, and that look is perfectly recreated in this new version of the Joker. And then over that suit, he's wearing a nice purple blazer, which is a separate piece, has the little tails in the back, and it's all very nicely done. The stitch work seems really good, it's very well made, so there's no strings or anything like that hanging off of it, so should really delight fans of this MEGO style. Now, the articulation also functions exactly like the vintage figures. So the head just turns left and right, the arms are held in with sort of like the rubber bands on the inside, so you can move the arms up and down, and they do slightly move outwards as well. Has very nice joints at the elbows, you can swivel the wrist as well as nice little hinge joints at the wrist. You can rotate the waist there, then the legs have the ability to move forwards, backwards, and can also move slightly outwards. Got great joints at the knees, and great joints in the ankles that allow the foot to move up and down. Now, the great thing about the articulation on this guy is it's all nice and tight, just like the vintage MEGO figures. I'm going to go ahead and compare these real quick to the recent batch of DC retro action figures that Mattel was producing, because the biggest problem I had with those was that the leg joints were really loose. They were so wobbly that they had a hard time even standing up on their own. You don't have that problem with this new Joker figure from Figures Toy Company. He's nice and tight and sturdy, and you'll be able to stand him up quite nicely. And you can get some really fun poses out of the figure. Alright guys, it's comparison time. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the vintage MEGO Joker to stand alongside him so that you can see how alike they are, but I did go ahead and put him alongside one of Mattel's DC Universe Classics Joker figures. That way it gives you a good idea of the size and the scale of this guy. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the brand new retro action Joker figure from Figures Toy Company. Overall, I'd say this is a very nice and perfect recreation of the vintage MEGO action figure. The plastic is nice and solid, the colors are bright, the suit that he's wearing is perfectly stitched, he's got great articulation that's not loose and wobbly, so he should make a great display piece for your collection. Fans of the vintage MEGO line will love this guy for sure, and if you've ever wanted to pick any of those vintage figures up, then this is the perfect chance to finally add this guy to your collection. The Retro Action Series 1 figures from Figures Toy Company are starting to hit online and specialty shops right now, so happy hunting, and until next time.